Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Daniel Abanda's Subevent. Today, we're going to tell you about Daniel Abanda's passion, works, plans, and life. So here's Daniel Abanda on the scene.
Hello everyone. I hope you're alright. I would like to tell you about the explications and announcements what will happen next. I'll answer some questions that computer will ask me.
Daniel, I'm proposing you to share your passion in your life. So, what is your current passion?
Well, my current passion is drawing, going to an amusement parks, walking, dreaming, creating something, and entertaining people. For example, I create comic books, Blender videos, my own logos, and sharing my masterpieces to the public. And also, I love Wallaby since 2011. And especially the Wallaby Group, which is owned by CDA since 2006. I love walking when it's sunny. And I also create videos if I have ideas.
Okay. Here's another question. Will you go at Wallaby Belgium again?
Of course, I would like to ride Werewolf in the Cinema 4D before their permanent closure, because Werewolf will be turned into an RMC hybrid roller coaster for the 2028 season. And the Cinema 4D will be demolished after the 2026 season. And I also want to ride Vampire before its permanent closure after the 2027 season.
Alright. So, how did you know about the Wallaby Group since your childhood?
Nice question. I was watching the Wallaby Belgium commercial in 2005. And when the Wallaby brand was changed in 2011, I watched the Wallaby brand on computer. And I'm missing the original Wallaby mascot so much. I saw there were 5 Wallaby parks in Europe, Wallaby Rhône Alpes, Wallaby Aquitaine, Wallaby Lorraine, and Wallaby World. And in 2014, I saw the information and the history of the Wallaby Group, which began in 1975.
Okay. But don't forget that you love to go to animal parks, like Belweird and Paradise to see animals.
You're right. I visited them starting in 2003. And Paradise is my #1 animal parks in the world as for today. Belweird is in a good shape thanks to the Wallaby Group. And I went to Boudy Agency Park in 2014 to see Dolphin Show.
I know, right? The next step is about your creations. How did you manage to create something?
When I was a kid, I watched Disney VHS like Winnie the Pooh. So I like to create stories. But I also create logos for the Daniel Abanda logo. When I got an idea, I'll create it right now by drawing it on comic books and on my computer.
Interesting. And did you assemble your passion and creations to get your own ideas?
Sure. This is my main focus since my childhood.
Great. Now here's another step. You created Grounded series on comic books and videos starting in December 2016. How is it possible?
When I was 15, I watched a video called Warner Brothers Gets in Dead Meat and Expelled created in 2013. I watched Grounded videos starting in 2017, and I had ideas about my Grounded series. I created Grounded series out of characters, logos, and real people. My Grounded series had 3 named, Grounded People, Behavior Card Day, and Held Back. My first Grounded episode is Warner Brothers Gets in Dead Meat and Expelled in December 2016 on comic book, and my last Grounded episode is Donald Trump Got Executed on Christmas 2024 on video. Not to mention that I only publish 1 Grounded videos in my YouTube channel called Angry P Head Changed the School Name to Wallaby and Got Grounded realized in November 2020. Because I realized if I published my Grounded videos out of real people on my YouTube channel, I could face some serious consequences. In my Grounded series, there was no punishment days, but only to send them to the BND of Doom logo for their punishment. I created a lot of behavior card days all the time until May 2023.
Wow. That's great. But you plan to create another behavior card day back in 2017 and 2 back in 2018. Will you create them?
No, I decided to scrap them due to my changes. As for my permanent decision, we'll talk later.
Alright, as for now, you created Justine and Annabelle Scudder's adventure on your YouTube channel. Can you explain us?
I watch Justine videos and TMAC videos, and I have an idea to create 8 stories with Justine and Annabelle Scudder's adventure. I created some characters for this series like Cody Anderson, the Justine Scudder's adoptive son. I also created 4 corrupt officers, and 4 good officers to create actions and suspense. I did that to entertain people. And I also created 2 last Justine and Annabelle Scudder's adventure to mark the end of Justine Scudder's child abuse case, and also other videos to build this series.
Okay. But you appeared in the Scudder battle. Why were you on this episode?
Because I just wanted to stop this child abuse case, and the Scudder battle was supposed to be my last episode of Justine and Annabelle Scudder's adventure, but some users wanted to see other new Justine and Annabelle Scudder's adventure. First, I made a video about my department from the new Scudder family, and last, I made 2 videos of this series, Justine Scudder's 30th birthday and the end of Justine Scudder's child abuse case. And I won't have plans for another episode for this series.
But you get a request of someone of this series. Will you create that?
I think I'll do that, but not in summer. But the problem is, 2 characters, Bob the Builder, and Sir Topham Hatt. And another problem is my comeback on this series. First, I won't come back on this series because of my department from the new Scudder family. Second, I won't add Bob the Builder on this series. And finally, I have to give a new name for fake Sir Topham Hatt to avoid confusion with Sir Topham Hatt from Thomas and Friends. I didn't add Fred Jones and Dora characters in this series, because I want to avoid to consider them as this series characters.
Okay, I see. So do you want to respect everyone's opinions and copyrights?
Yes. For example, Scooby-Doo is owned by Warner Bros. Discovery, Dora the Explorer and SpongeBob SquarePants are owned by Paramount Skydance. Thomas and Friends and Bob the Builder are owned by Mattel. And my Daniel Abanda is owned by me. I just asked the permission of my favorite users would they wanted to be appeared and part of Justine and Annabelle Scudder's adventure. I only received 4.
Okay. But why did you add Groquik from Nesquik and Wallaby characters in the Scudder battle?
Because I love to see the exceptional evolution of Wallaby and Nesquik's mascots. But I added them in my video of my departure to avoid confusion. For example, I Love Angry Birds started in 2011, and I lost this passion in 2014 in favor of my own creations.
Okay. Now here's your permanent decision. So everyone, watch the following picture carefully, because this is his main message that he wants to share you. So, Daniel will create another grounded episode. No. So Daniel, why is your permanent decision to stop making grounded series?
There are a lot of good reasons why I decided to stop making grounded videos and comic books. First, I realized if I made stories, it will become true. Second, grounded threats never work. Third, I felt so bad for Kaylau, Dora the Explorer, Little Bill, Little Einstein, Arthur, and other baby shows being grounded. Fourth, some grounded videos contain child abuse, punishment days, domestic abuse, etc. And finally, some people hate grounded videos. Here are some good reasons why I decided to stop making grounded series forever in December 2024.
But before you stopped making grounded series, You thought rumors that you decided to stop making grounded series back in 2017 and 2020, that doesn't work. But 2024 will prove to be the final year. Am I right?
That's right. 2024 would become true thanks to Justine and Annabelle Scudder's adventure. And also, Grounded series is not an entertainment in my opinion.
Okay. But is this considered for you or for everyone?
Only for me. If some users want to continue to make grounded videos, they can. Because I just want to move on, and to focus on my own creations.
That's cool. But you still have your own universe since 2014. Is it still your main focus as for right now?
Yes. My own universe never changed. But I made some modifications if I have some ideas on my own universe, like my own resort.
Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed Daniel Abanda's Subevent. This is Computer. Signing off.